Yo, who is your favorite One Piece character? It could be somebody massively popular like Zoro or Law, or it could be an irrelevant bum like Bogard. One Piece is the only series where almost every single character has a fan base. In another fandom, nobody would ever talk about bitch-ass Gaimon. But with such a long list of characters, it only makes sense that everybody's favorite is gonna be different. And every character's fan base has its own, its own little flavor to it. Sometimes you can tell somebody's a Zoro or a Sanji fan before they even say anything about it. It's like every fan base has its own little culture, and who your favorite One Piece character is actually says a lot about you. What better place to start than with the main character? If Luffy is your favorite character, you're either chill as hell or you are the biggest Oda's angel anyone will ever meet in their life. You think Oda's the greatest author ever, and it's unquestionable. Nobody even comes close. Whenever somebody asks you about One Piece, you only say one thing. It is the greatest story ever told. You probably call Oda Goda a lot. Like, a lot. Like, alright bro, we get it. It's getting kinda weird a lot. And you love Gear 5. As soon as Gear 5 drops, you probably change your profile picture to Gear 5. You change your banner to Gear 5. You think Gear 5 is the greatest transformation of all time, and you won't accept any arguments to the contrary. And when you do hear somebody criticizing Gear 5, you go hard. I'm serious. Talking about Gear 5 is like activating some secret Luffy fan sleeper agent protocol. And you just don't understand power scaling like at all. Catch a Luffy stand on a good day, he might say Luffy solos the whole One Piece verse as long as he has a snack in his back pocket. And God forbid that person talking to him be a Law or Kid fan or a Zoro fan. You might see new slurs get invented that day. Zoro fans are funny. They're like the boogeyman of the One Piece fandom. Like if the One Piece community was a family, Zoro fans would be that one mentally ill uncle that you really only see during the holidays. He always has these outlandish stories or these crazy get rich quick schemes, and everybody else around kind of knows it's nonsense, but nobody argues with them because it's just more trouble than it's worth. That is Zoro fan. Whether it be dealing with power scaling or the narrative, Zoro fans are just delusional. It seems like Zoro fans' favorite thing to do is overestimate how important Zoro's gonna be in a certain plot thread and then blaming the story when he ends up being not as important as they thought. And no matter how often they get proven wrong or their theories are false, without fail, they will always do it again. ZKK ain't teach them niggas a damn thing, because as soon as Loki showed up, it was ZKL all over my timeline. Or all those theories about how we're gonna get another Zoro backstory and his lineage is gonna be important. Man, Oda dropped that shit in the SBS. That man family does not matter. And don't even bring it to power scale and all the arguments about how close Zoro is to Luffy or how close Zoro is to Sanji. And almost every single time, it's basically the entirety of the rest of the One Piece fandom arguing with Zoro fans. It's almost impressive how many arguments they get into. But the bigger the fan base, the bigger the coat. I've been waiting to talk about Sanji fans, because y'all think you're better than Zoro fans. You are not. Well, in some ways you're better, in some ways you're so much worse. They're nicer than Zoro fans, more civil. When I'm arguing with a Sanji fan, I don't usually have to worry about him calling me a slur or something. Zoro fans, it depends. Sanji fans also love talking about backstories. It doesn't matter what the conversation is about, they will find a way to bring up the fact that Sanji has two backstories and they're both really good. You probably love Whole Cake Island, that's your favorite arc, and you love bringing up how Luffy said he can't be the king of the pirates without Sanji.
I mean, he didn't say that about any of the other Straw Hats.
Y'all make me sick. But the thing that frustrates me the most about Sanji fans, they so spineless. You got every other fan base fighting to the death to defend their character, but not Sanji fans. Them niggas straight cop and please. Like,
I love Sanji, but you guys are right. He is lame and useless, and his gag does make him an irredeemable predator. And the series would be better off if he just died, but Sanji's my favorite character though.
Nobody even want to defend Sanji no more because they know his fan base is gonna be no help. That, and they say stupid shit like Zoro can never beat Sanji because he's not fast enough. But I'm sure we've all heard those arguments, the whole cheetah beating a gorilla thing. If Ace is your favorite character in 2025, you just a stuck in the past ass nigga, bro. You probably spend hella time rewatching pre-time skip trying to get your glory days back. Then you come up with all types of headcanon and shit about how Ace would be with this character, and what if Ace had this ability, and if Ace was around when this ability came out. Cause Lord knows Oda's never gonna show it. But I get it, you probably have siblings, so the whole big brother thing really appealed to you. But it's time to move on, man. Just join Team Sabo. It's like being a fan of Ace, but he doesn't have a hole in his chest. And y'all are big fans of donuts. Next. Usopp fans are just unserious as hell. And I mean, it makes sense. They are standing the most unserious character in the series, or second most. third? Okay, he's up there. The Usopp community is just full of jokes. Y'all still running with the Sogeking thing. It's been like 20 years. I'm gonna let y'all rock, but it's been like 20 years. I do love the joke about Usopp having Conqueror's Haki though. That is funny. But is it a joke? I don't know. Y'all be seeming pretty serious. I just can't tell if Usopp fans are joking or being serious anymore. Well, I know one thing they're serious about. Elbaf. Them niggas is stressing right now about Elbaf. If Usopp doesn't do something to Elbaf, his whole fandom might just agree to bungee jump without a cord. Akainu fans are just fucking contrarian. Every conversation they have basically boils down to, how can I frustrate the highest amount of people in whatever fan base I'm arguing with? They think they're the main villain in real life. Look at how my argumentation frustrates these sheep beings of lower intellect. You're not smart, bro, you're just annoying. And I don't know why, but for some reason, Akainu fans are like the heads of the I Hate Oda club. They're the opposite of Luffy fans. They think everything Oda does is trash. Oda could recreate the Mother Flame in real life and solve the energy crisis, and there would be an Akainu fan on Twitter arguing about how Oda's such an attention whore. Like, oh, Oda just had to save the world, huh? What do you want, a cookie? But then again, Akainu fans probably don't think the energy crisis is real, so. The only thing I can say about Nami fans is y'all love injecting yourselves into conversations you have no business in. Like, somebody could be talking about how they love Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. They love the Monster Trio.
Well, what about the Romance Dawn Trio?
Or when people start talking about who's the vice captain of the Straw Hats, even though I do think Nami kind of belongs in that conversation. But God forbid you get in any power scaling argument. Y'all bring out Zeus like that's your fucking trap card. Zeus doesn't one-shot everybody, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. Nami can still get beat the fuck up. If you're a Blackbeard fan, you are a chronic gambler. You live your whole life based on the concept of high risk, high reward. I've never once in my life seen a fan base more patient than Blackbeard. They've had to deal with years of he's a devil fruit merchant. He can't actually box. He only gets wins off screen.
Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it?
And it's only recently, extremely recently, that they finally started to be vindicated just a little bit. Just like Blackbeard, you patiently bide your time until the moment is right. Blackbeard fans are also a little, I don't want to say schizophrenic, but sometimes they might notice things that aren't there. I've said this before, but it feels like every single arc, there's some theory about how Blackbeard's gonna come in the middle of the arc and shake everything up. And it never happens, but keep trying and it might eventually. The only people as bad as Blackbeard fans when it comes to that is Enel fans. Bro been on the moon for 20 years, but they still waiting. Oh God, Robin fans think they're so smart. Whenever I interact with Robin fans, which is not very often, they always act like they're better than you because their favorite character isn't a meathead or isn't constantly aura farming or whatever. And they love bragging about how Robin's the only one that can read the poneglyphs and how important she is to the end game. Personally, I wouldn't brag about my favorite character being a plot device, but to each his own. Whitebeard fans, you're just Dom Toretto.
Family is family.
No, but seriously, Whitebeard fans do care a lot about the idea of family. I mean, if they didn't, why would Whitebeard be their favorite character? I don't really got a lot of shit to talk about Whitebeard fans. Y'all be chilling. Even though y'all do be hating on the new gen, I don't know why y'all do that. It's like for Whitebeard fans, they have to believe that he's the strongest person ever and nobody even comes close. Except maybe Roger. That's like the only person Whitebeard fans respect. If Brook's your favorite character, you don't exist. You're not real. I know I call Blackbeard fans patient, but Dragon fans are on a whole nother level. In the almost 30 years One Piece has been running, Dragon might have 10 minutes of screen time altogether. But y'all still stick beside him, y'all loyal. I gotta respect that. I just don't understand where the fandom comes from. Like, what reason is there to be a fan? I feel like if you're a Dragon fan, you really just love the idea of Dragon. A revolutionary that stands against the powers that be, regardless of the consequences. Cause it's like, what else attracted you? Him staring in the direction of the East Blue? Who cares? But truthfully, the main thing I can say about Dragon fans is y'all loyal. Y'all been getting slandered forever. And y'all don't even have anything to fight back with, cause your character's done nothing. Y'all are glazers.
Starts a conversation like that. I just sat down.
Y'all are glazers to an upsetting, frustrating degree. Cause you aren't like Luffy fans, they glaze One Piece as a whole. You only glaze Shanks as if he's the only thing that exists. And not just normal glazing either. What do they call him? The God King? That's ridiculous, bro. That's just flagrant. Really, the best way to describe Shanks fans is entitled. They genuinely take it as sacrilege and disrespect if you don't say Shanks is the most powerful character in One Piece, he's the most well-written character in One Piece, all of that. And what makes it worse is Oda plays into it, because Oda is a Shanks glazer. Calling him the child of destiny and comparing his hockey to Joy Boy's. Oda, if you wanted to make him the main character, you should have just did it. It's too late now, bro. Kid fans, stand proud. You are strong. Crocodile fans are like Jehovah's Witnesses. They will take any chance. If you mention anything even slightly tangentially related to Crocodile, they'll try to recruit you into their fandom. I've been rereading One Piece, and while I was reading Alabasta, I made a post about how I forgot how cool Crocodile was. I had at least 3 different Crocodile fans telling me I need to join them now. But one thing I can't say about Crocodile fans, they not no gatekeepers, man. They're not elitists either. Basically, every other fandom you see people arguing about, I like this character more than you do, I'm more of a real fan than you. Shit, Crocodile fans don't show nothing but love. You know I've been waiting on this one. If you're a Mihawk fan, you are starving. Every conversation involving Mihawk basically boils down to who he's stronger than and his world's strongest swordsman title. Because if you're a Mihawk fan, that's all you got.
This is all I got.
We don't know anything about his history yet. We haven't seen him full on fight. And as of right now, Mihawk really only exists to be defeated by Zoro. Until Mihawk gets more screen time, which I'm sure will happen, y'all just don't got nothing to talk about. If you're a Kobe fan, you're just the best. You're kind-hearted, you're a genius, you're super good looking to the point where people just pass out on the street when you walk past them. If you're a Kobe fan, you're perfect. But yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all boys today. Let me know who your favorite One Piece character is in the comments below. And comment genius if you made it to the end. Just confuse all the niggas that didn't make it here. Like the video if you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel. And yeah, man, I'm gone.
I can't forget about them late nights. I'm stuck in the mix, I can't shake right. We come in Bleach, we gon' play fight. We look foolish, whip like I'm like a can. I stay out the mix, I can't fuck with the rain. You going for shit, need to fix up these stains. My brother